assistant ELT with Fluent CMC.
Listen. Oh, listen.
Real.
Hiu.
Alithya.
Echt.
Äkta.
Oikea. Reals.
Gerçek. Amiti.
Cinca.
Real.
Yeah. Redemption music group. Summertime, we in the sunshine.
For anyone out there who doesn't know about Real English, give us a little background about it.
The answer is very simple, actually. Since I run a language school and teach myself, I noticed that when our students would come back from a meeting in England or the USA, they would say things like, well, every time we spoke about technical things together, everything went well. But as soon as we were around the table, general conversation was really difficult.
Right.
And that gave me the idea, why not simply go out in the street and interview people and ask questions which will elicit certain answers, hopefully.
And bring it back into the classroom?
Yeah, that's it. It was very simple. I mean, let's just go out and see what happens and film as many people as we can with specific questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think English from the start, as English teachers and learners, we've all realized, or most of us have realized, that the key is to prepare students to be able to go out when things just happen. That's the real world. How do we do that in the classroom? How do we make what we do in the classroom as close to reality as possible? This is why what you do is so timely. I mean, I think what you did was so necessary because of how contrived the materials were for classrooms.
Just want to go back on something you said.
Please.
You mentioned the emphasis that Real English has on spontaneity. And a lot of people will argue with this, saying that you have to speak clearly and slowly in order for the students to understand what you are saying. There might be some truth in that, but I think there's a better way of getting around the problem of listening comprehension, which is the most important part of learning any language, is simply to listen over and over again.
Absolutely.
And then after doing a lot of listening, to look at the text or to look at the same video with subtitles.
You know my work, so you know my credo is the 3 R's: relax, repeat, remember.
Right.
So what you're talking about, repeating, that's exactly what I feel, especially with listening, is the key. The one caveat there is you have to be relaxed, which means you have to enjoy it. You have to be not stressed when you're doing it. And some people are just intrinsically motivated to kind of do flashcards or repeat dialogues. For many others, it's not like that. So we have to think, what are some ways of repeating things that are more interesting? So you did that because repeating somebody being asked a question on the street, watching that video over and over again, that's a natural thing. I mean, I've shown your videos to people and they're like, play it again. I mean, and that's really the bottom line. If they want you to play it again, not because you tell them they have to play it again. So recently, Mike was kind enough to participate in a massive open online course, MOOC, called ELT Techniques in WizIQ, and it was a great experience for all of us. And I just wanted to ask you, Mike, what did you enjoy most about it? And would you join us again if we did another one down the road?
Yeah, it was incredible. I was really surprised by the seriousness of the participants, for one thing. And I've never had enough contact with my peers, with those who do the same type of work that I do. So it was really great from that point of view also. It also made me rediscover how different our approaches are for achieving the same goals. And this extreme variety is good. Like if I was a learner of English, I would be going to all these sites. I wouldn't say this one is best or that one is best. It's being able to approach English from all these different possible ways, finding out what works for you and going with it. Another thing I wanted to say about the recent MOOC was simply that it seemed to me that the participants were more active and more engaged than they would be in their classroom. The virtual classroom seems to be more serious, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's so.
While, excuse me for
Oh,
interrupting,
please, sorry.
but at the same time, it's very informal. And at the same time, the students seem to be a lot more motivated, is a better way to put it, than they would be in their traditional classrooms.
I find that to be true too, and it really, frankly, astonished me when I first got in a virtual classroom, because I felt this, palpable excitement about, connecting with so many different people from all over the world. It's back to that choice thing. I mean, I feel like, you're really on the spot in a way that's not so good in a physical classroom. As far as, there's this finite group, there are these grades, there's this, kind of all of this structure in the syllabus, and you can do that online. But interestingly, the MOOCs that have very, kind of stressful structure, people drop out pretty quickly. I mean, I can see many opportunities for others to get involved, making getting footage on the street, different parts of the world, but having it contribute to real English. So I don't know. I'd like to get involved in that. I wouldn't mind getting out there and representing real English. We just throw on a shirt like that, and then we're an official real English. What do you call them? Interviewers, hosts?
Interviewers.
You call them interviewers, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I think that would be great.
Yeah, well, that would be absolutely ideal.
I wish I could stay in this beautiful location here. We are near Marseille, near Martigues, and the name of this town here is Caro, a real authentic fishing village.
Right.
Yeah, it is really a pleasure to meet you face to face.
And thanks a million for coming down.
And as I'm in Paris for most of this year, this will not be the last time I come down, just the first time. And really looking forward to working with you in Real English this year. Very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely for me too. Yeah, okay.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Thank you, Jase.
All right. The best in ELT with Fluent CMC.
Listen. Oh, listen.